أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Viewers, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I welcome you once again to the new edition of the program Islam is a Way of Life, being brought to you every week by Kullum television. Once again, my name is Aminu Aliyu Gusau, Mojibon Gusau. Today, we will concentrate our discussion on the concept of revelation. That is al-wahy in Arabic. I was saying previously that in order to get proper answers to the mystery of life and to the mystery of the coming into being of the universe, Islam introduces for us a new concept of knowledge, that is al-wahy, that is revelation. This concept proposes that man, or any other creature for that matter, cannot answer, is not able to answer the what is the origin of life, what is the origin of the universe, how do creations come to be, how do the non-living and living things all together come to be, from where do they come, and what is the mission of life, what is the mission of existence, and what is beyond death. These questions, man has tried to answer them in several ways. Some of the most important ways in which man strove to answer those questions are the way of superstitions. That is the way of traditional religions and traditional cultures and customs, which gave birth to the worship of multiple deities, which is called polytheism, and also the way of philosophy, and recently the way of science. Now, Islam, like all the religions brought from the heathens by the prophets, teaches us that it is only the way of revelation that properly answers these questions. The way of revelation proposes that nobody is able to know the actual answers to the origin and of the universe and the mystery of life except the source of existence himself. That is, Islam says there is a source of all what we see. Nothing comes by itself, and nothing comes from another thing, whether living or not living, but that there is a power behind existence, behind the coming into being of everything, whether living or not living. And it is only this power that can properly answer our questions for us, that can tell us how existence come into being, what is the mission of existence, and what is the mission of life, what is the mission of man on earth, and what is beyond death. It can only be answered by He who brought everything into existence, because it is only He who knows. Nobody knows except Him. So strive as we can. We will not be able to definitely answer these questions. We can only suggest, surmise, and think, but we cannot fathom the actual answers to these questions. So revelation simply means the Creator who created everything answers our questions for us through a messenger, through a prophet. That is to say, there are certain men who have been chosen by our Creator, who is Allah, to bring his message, to become middlemen between Allah and human beings. They take the message of Allah from him and bring it to us. So they act as middlemen. These are the prophets and the messengers. Islam asks us to believe in these messengers. That is, it is a matter of faith. You believe in the messengers. And if you believe in the messengers, you will benefit from the message which they bring from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So the necessity of getting messengers is because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not start talking to each and every one of us. It is Allah has not chosen to do so. Like he says in Surah Al-Imran, ما كان الله ليذر المؤمنين على ما أنتم عليه حتى يميز الخبيث من الطيب وما كان الله ليطلعكم على الغيب ولكن الله يجتبي من رسله من يشاء. That is to say, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has not chosen to make each and every one of you get the knowledge of the unseen. That is, Allah will not reveal for each and every one of us the true nature of the invisible, of the unseen, of the unheard of, because it is not each and every one of us that is physically and intellectually endowed to be able to communicate with the unseen, to communicate with the unforeseen. It is only some human beings that are selected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he says, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chooses some messengers from among you through whom he communicates with you. So they are the communicators of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to us. And these messengers have special qualities that endows them for the job that Allah has chosen them to do. First and foremost, they are chosen by Allah. Nobody can be a messenger or a prophet except he is chosen by Allah for that mission and for that office. Now, if Allah chooses a person to be his messenger, to be his prophet, then Allah endows him with certain qualities. One, he will be intellectually enabled, intellectually endowed to be able to receive the message, to communicate with the unseen. That is, to communicate with the Creator. Because to be able to communicate with the Creator, you have to be mentally endowed. Your mentality, your cognitive power has to be able to receive message from Allah. It is not every brain that is able to receive message from Allah. So when Allah chooses an individual to the office of the messenger of Allah, a prophet, who communicates with who has spiritual communication with Allah, then his intellect has to be a special intellect that is an intellect, a brain that has a faculty which nobody else has, which no other brain has. That is the faculty that is able to receive communication and also communicate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So he has to be spiritually ready. That is in an intellectual capacity. That is one. Secondly, messengers have to be or have the highest standard of morality. So messengers, from the day they are born to the day they die, are protected by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in such a way that they possess the highest standard of morality. That is, they have good characters. They are specially trained by Allah, automatically trained, so that they are very trustworthy, they are very honest, they don't engage in dubious activities, they don't go against, they don't act, they don't engage into actions that are sinful or actions that go against the good character and good behavior acceptable to the society. They are very trustworthy and they are very honest. They possess the best of character and the best of high moral standards. That is true. And thirdly, messengers are very much committed to what they preach. That is, they practice what they preach. If you see their life, you will see that they very much believe in what they say. And they very much believe in what the message they bring from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And they practice it 100%. They don't have any doubt as to the fact that they are messengers from Allah. So you will see that their life is characterized by their teachings. Again, messengers don't speak from themselves, from their minds or from their opinions. Messengers always speak in the name of Allah. They speak in the name of God. They say, I'm sent by Allah, I'm sent by God, and this is his message. I'm only a messenger. So messengers don't call people to obey them, to worship them. They don't call people to take them as kings. They don't ask people to give them a reward for what they are calling. No. Messengers speak in the name of God, and they only work for God. They don't seek for reward from anybody. They are messengers from God to the people. And messengers always come with a message. They always come with a message from Allah. So messengers are bearers of message. And this message is in form of a book from Allah or any message. Again, messengers are endowed with miracles and signs from Allah to strengthen what they are saying, that they are from Allah, to make people actually understand that yes, this person is from Allah. So Allah endows them with, strengthens them with signs and miracles. And also, messengers bring with them, as like I said, they have either books, written books, or unwritten books, but they always come as reformers. Okay, we'll stop here, and inshallah next week we'll continue from here. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.